Inspiration for your Saturday. I have a very inspiring man here we're going to have a chat with. I have been bumping into this guy on the beach for a few years now, and I've always been admired every time I've seen him. I've been always in admiration of how fit he is, how determined he is, how friendly he is, and here we are. We're going to chat a little bit about him. He is a bodybuilding champion. You might have seen his face around the Gold Coast. His name is Yoram, and we're going to chat today about how to be happy regardless of life's changes. All right, over to you, Yoram. Hello.
Hi viewers, my name is Yoram, and I came here I grew up originally in Israel. I moved to Sydney and lived with my mother for a few years. When I moved on, I had a bit of a career where I was a personal bodyguard for Kerry Becker. From there I started to move into bodybuilding, and that been my inspiration for the most of my adult life. A lot of my life is actually built around a routine, which I develop wherever I go. I believe in health. I believe in cure through movement, not through lying down in bed. I try to stay away from the medicine industry as much as I can. I would not say that I don't dab in it sometimes, we all do, but it's only when it's necessary. Except for that, I always look for the good things in life and try to put the stresses away, because the way that I worked it out is only in our imagination we will imagine the worst all the time, and only 3% of the time that will actually happen, the worst. The rest of it, 90% of the time, we will find a way to go around it. Meaning you come to a wall, you don't headbutt it, you find a way to go around it or over it.
Yes.
That is my way to face challenges. Now, challenges come in all ways. They come in relationships, they come with financial, they come with getting out of bed in the morning. They come in knowing to go to sleep, which means if you don't have a routine, you have a chaos. So, yes, free spirit is good, but even a free spirit needs a routine that you can actually have a purpose to go to.
Yes.
You get up in the morning and you know, like, for example, myself, I go for a walk every morning. I walk between 9 and 11 kilometers. I like to live during the day, so I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and by the time that I go to work, I'm already been up for like 4 hours. Come nighttime, I go to sleep. I do watch. I do watch when I eat. Not overly watching it, because I build a lifestyle out of it. So it's not a challenge for me to eat good, what people call anymore. It's a challenge for me to eat bad. Like, I didn't eat a pizza for 10 years. I don't eat takeaway. There's a lot of things that I just don't do. On the other hand, I would not save money on my health. When it comes to health, you spend whatever you need, because without health you got nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are some of the bodybuilding titles that you've won?
I won 6 national titles. Then I won amateur world champion. And then I became a professional bodybuilder, and been a professional bodybuilder for good part of 20 years now.
Amazing.
At some stage, when I was a little bit younger, I had companies that were sponsoring me, and then I was full-time bodybuilder.
And that takes a lot of discipline, right? Like,
Well,
what was your routine like?
It's very hard to find. These days, even then, it was hard to find someone that would want to pay you for your appearance and to be influential enough to make people buy their products. So you gotta have a discipline. Like I had to sign a contract that I have to perform a certain amount of time a year. I had to bring some kind of titles home, and they were checking the amount of marketing that I was giving to their company. And if my marketing was going down, they will give me a notice that I need to bump up my performance. I had to stay in basically contest shape most of the year, and I learned to basically live like that. So I'm in contest condition, where people would say very extreme condition all year round.
And what did that look like in an average day? Like how many hours in the gym? What does it take to be a champion bodybuilder?
Back in when I was at the peak of my career, I would train twice a day. So it would be 1 in the afternoon and 1 in the morning. And so the day was divided to 12 hours into the training, and I would get 6 hours sleep in each 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to fit a lot of food in because muscle grow on food. The diet that you call diet is I was eating 4,000 calories a day. And I wasn't getting skinny, I was getting lean.
Uh-huh.
Meaning I kept the muscle on and got rid of the body fat. These days I sit on 5% body fat all year round. Back then I was going a little bit higher. I would go to 16, sometimes 18% body fat. But I always loved sport. I always loved activity. I was not a team player. I was always very competitive and needed to do everything by myself. So I had to find sports that I can excel by myself. So I started by push biking, and then I moved into MMA, which is cage fighting, and from there I moved into bodybuilding.
Amazing. Yeah, health is obviously really important, and having discipline. You're also a very switched on businessman as well. How important has it been also to exercise your mind?
Well, exercising the mind is key to exercising your body. Active mind will bring you active body as well. But on the other hand, to have an active mind, you need an active body. Because otherwise the mind will slow down together with the body.
Right.
As I say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So you gotta keep educating yourself and find new challenges, not back off from challenges, face them head on, and try the best you can to know what to learn the new challenge. So, for example, the crypto market. When I grew up, there was no computers. I had to face that without any understanding about computers at all. So it was really, I based it on math because math, I was always strong in math. I can add and I can subtract very, very good. And basically for me, everything comes in life in percentages. So if you are, find that your percentage is higher to where you are, find comfort, that is the way that you should keep going. If the percentage of it is lower, that or higher, the bad stuff is higher, it's time to leave and find a different way. There is no way, there is no point to fight things that you can't affect. If the wall is too high for you, you find a way around that wall. There is no need to go to war with everything.
Yes.
Find the peaceful way to get to the solution.
Yes.
Yes.
They say everything happens for you, not to you in life, right?
Well,
And
I don't believe in luck. I believe that you make your own luck.
Right. Yes.
Yes, to win the lotto is probably luck, but most people that succeed, it's because they did something for it. Maybe you don't know what they done, but they normally done something for it. It's not, you don't succeed out of thin air, you don't succeed out of story tells, you succeed out of action.
Yes.
And your action will always be louder than your words.
True. So true. And in fact, all successful people I know embrace challenges.
Challenges is a source of life.
Yes.
If you don't have a challenge, you don't have any reason to. You just repeat yourself, and it become boring.
Yes.
So you want to have new things. You want to have discover new things. We basically learn until the day we die. We don't even know how to die. We have to learn how to die.
Yes.
My mother was saying to me on her last month of her life, why can't I go? And I told her, Mom, because we don't know, there's no buttons. We don't know how to die. When the time comes, it will happen to you. And it did happen, you know. It took a couple of years, and eventually she went, you know. It was a very, very hard time for me because I was very, very close to my mother, and she was the person that I was the closest out of anyone in the world. I will always tell her about everything. And since she died, actually, I haven't replaced her, put it this way. I still keep the same way I was back then. Only when the challenge comes, I just consolidate with myself and think what Mom would have told me to do. You know, and I will follow that.
Yeah.
Because I still didn't find a replacement. And I'm not looking for a replacement. I don't look for love. I think that love finds you. So if you end up with someone, it's because destiny put you together. You can't search for them because you will never find them. You don't know who they are. They're out there somewhere. You know, everyone have a match. It's just rather you find it or not. And until you find it, and also after you find it, just learn that you gotta keep yourself happy. You can't expect your partner to keep you up and to pick you up all the time. You gotta give them. You gotta do that job yourself for yourself. You know, you can't have other people dictating how you would feel.
Yes.
You can dictate that yourself by keeping your own routine. Like I was in a relationship, I would still get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife would sleep. I'd quietly get out of the bedroom, put my shorts on, and go out, get out of the house. By the time I come back, the whole family is up. And it was great. It was not a problem. For me, the outing is my gym time and my exercise, my physical activity in the morning. This I would not change. I would take it with me to the grave. Except for that, I'm open to change. I'm open to not to change, but to accept. You know, there's when you're in a relationship, the most important thing is not to try to change the person to who you want him to be. Learn to accept and to cooperate together into a way that you're both going to be happy. Because you can't change a person.
No.
A person changes only when he wants to change.
So true.
Just like you can't ask someone to stop smoking cigarettes. They have to decide that they want to stop smoking cigarettes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we were talking about purpose earlier. The late, great Bob Proctor talked about to find your purpose, do something that lights you up every day. Do something that brings you joy. Now, you've mentioned the gym, business, keeping active are some of the things that give you joy. What are some other things that you do to bring you joy in life?
I ride motorbikes.
Oh.
I grew up on a farm, so I love nature. It wasn't really a farm; it was a kibbutz, if anybody knows what it is. Very old style, Israeli, or actually come from Russia because it's built on communism. And basically, everybody get the same. Can we pause for a second?
Yes,
I gotta go to the toilet.
Sure. I'm going to show people the view here while Yoram goes to the bathroom. Look at this gorgeous sunset over the Gold Coast. Isn't it beautiful? And this is something that lights me up, is getting out in nature, appreciating the beauty of nature, whether you're up in a high rise or whether you've got your feet on the sand as I had earlier. I hopped into the ocean earlier today. I was feeling a little bit flat this morning and I thought, what better thing to do than get some grounding, get my feet on the sand, to go and have a beautiful swim in the ocean, one of my favorite things to do. And I absolutely love sunset and sunrises. And they say there's a sunrise and a sunset every day, and it's our choice whether we show up for it. There is beauty all around us. It's all about what we choose to focus on. What we choose to focus on will grow. And what is it for you? I can see Deborah McElhenney is here. We've got Stanley Spinelli, Judy, Shelley. Good to see you guys. And for everyone who's watching the replay or live, what is it that brings you joy? What is it that keeps you happy regardless of life's changes or life's challenges? What is it that brings you joy? I'm going to show you this view again because the sunset's just getting better every minute here on the Gold Coast. Here we are. That over there is Marina Mirage. We've got Main Beach here. This is the Sundale Bridge. So we're on the Southport side. That's Main Beach. You can see all the cranes there with all the high rises going up. And over here is Surfers Paradise. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll zoom in there on Surfers Paradise, Main Beach, and coming back. And here we are. Yoram is back with us. Okay, we're going to wrap up shortly. Now, this has been very interesting. What an amazing guy Yoram is. We're going to do a much longer interview at some stage, but as we wrap up today, anything else you'd like to share with us around what brings you joy and how you have a great life regardless of life's changes and challenges?
As I said, my routine is my happiness, and I have to have a purpose in life. If I don't have a purpose, I get lost.
Yes.
And it happened to me a few times in life that I moved to a new place and I didn't have a job and I didn't know anybody, and until I started to find my footing, I was very lost. But because I stuck to my routine and I kept on going for walks, didn't matter if it was on the beach or in the bush or along the roadside. Eventually I would meet crowd. I would always draw myself into a local gym and start to make friends and talk to people through there. Except for that, I don't go on big festivals, associations. I pretty much live a very solitary life, and I enjoy it. There's a lot less pressure, for me anyway. And if I'll go to a party, I would not be the center of the party. I would be quiet in the corner.
Right.
If they bring me to the center, I'll be there, and I'm not a shy person, but I would not push myself into the center.
Yes.
I would let the center find me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's interesting. There's a difference between being alone, and alone actually has the word all one in there, or two words, all one. Alone and lonely are two different things.
That's right. I'm not lonely. I'm far from lonely. I love my own company.
Yes.
So,
and that's important. That's self-love, right?
Well, that is the first one. That is the first thing that you need to love before you can love anyone else.
Yes.
If you don't love your traits and you're trying to hide them and you're trying to be someone else, you will never find true happiness.
Yes.
That only comes when you accept who you are and live according to that, and tell people who you are. Don't tell them you are someone else. Like, tell them exactly what keeps you happy, what you do, even if they don't like it. You don't need to insult them, but you can always. An opinion is a free thing, and everyone can voice their opinion. You know, it is only an opinion. Somebody can tell you, like someone can think that the sky is blue. The other person will tell you, no, it's black. Well, it's a matter of opinion. Most people agree that it will be blue. But,
yes.
It just reality is what you want it to be. Most of the things that we do in life is nobody else's fault but ours, because it's choice. I learned that when I fail, I don't look to blame someone else. I look, what have I done wrong? I look for the faults that I created for the thing to collapse.
Yes.
Because pointing the finger at someone else is very easy, but it will never bring you comfort. It will bring comfort when you would learn what you've done wrong and you will fix it. And you would not be ashamed to say, I did the wrong thing.
Yes.
You know, I want to correct myself.
Yes.
And I will correct myself through my actions, not through my words.
Yes, taking 100% responsibility for your life is a very powerful thing. Not blaming others, learning how we can, learn from every challenge. I think with every challenge that comes along, there's something to learn, there's something to grow through. If we don't, we basically collapse, right?
No, living is a challenge, because life is like a river. It's not like a lake. It keeps on moving.
Yes.
And if you're trying to go against the current, you're more than likely gonna run out of power. You have to go with the current, accept the new things, and don't forget who you are at the same time.
Yes.
Bring yourself with you.
Yes.
You know, as life goes, you bring yourself into that life, and you bring the special things that in you, and share it with others. You know. You share happiness with other people. The greatest way to find happiness is within yourself, but also sharing it is a great way to be happy. You know, like to go to a new place and you've got a mate or a partner that you can share laughs and stories and create great memories.
Yes, life is all about the memories, isn't it?
Well, we live in the now, but we learn from the past all the time.
Yes.
And we hope that the future will be good.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Any final words about this topic? How to stay happy regardless of life's changes? Any final words on this?
Don't go against the current.
Go with the flow.
Pretty much. Accept who you are, accept who others are, and learn how to merge into it without creating a storm.
Love that. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. And how can people connect with you?
They can go to my Instagram, which they can follow it. It's under my name. Same with my Facebook. They would see my title normally come with a picture of a bodybuilder posed in some kind of way. I am very proud of my physique, which is, I've been working for it very hard the majority of my adult life. And I'm not ashamed to say that I'm proud of it. On the other hand, I'm not going to shove it in other people's face. You know, it's each to their own. You know, but that's what gives me happiness.
Yes, yes, and you do look amazing, I must say, on the beach. So well done. You know, it obviously, it doesn't come that easily. You've obviously put a lot of work into yourself, and it shows. And congratulations on that. It's fantastic. And of course, for people who want to, they're probably trying to pronounce your name. So could you pronounce your name for them?
Well,
so
if you go, my first wife actually was taught me how to explain my name. If you can say your arm and you can say your leg.
Yoram.
Yoram is my name.
I love it. Yoram, I love that. I've known you as Yuri, but I like Yoram. It's a beautiful name. Thank you so much for that.
Yoram come from Jerome, which was one of the kings of Israel at the time.
Fantastic. Oh, look, thank you so much for your time and sharing your wisdom with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And look at this glorious sunset here. It's as it's coming on to nighttime now on the Gold Coast. Absolutely stunning. So thank you for sharing the afternoon with us here today, and thank you for sharing your wisdom, Yoram.
This is Australian Dubai.
Australian Dubai, yes. Yes, it does look a bit like Dubai. Yes, we're very, very blessed. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Yoram, and thank you so much for those who've joined us today. Appreciate you. Hello, Angela, good to see you there as well. Let us know what brings you joy. How do you stay happy regardless of life's changes or challenges? Love to hear from you in the comments. Sending you much love today. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Be seen with the Media Queen. You can see all my links on linktr.ee/Aldwyn, linktr.ee/Aldwyn. Much love. See you again soon. Bye for now.